Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman, and today we need to tackle Chapter 14 of Ephraim's part of the story, Father and Son. Let us begin! When last we left off, we had successfully defeated General Selena, or Dame Selena, the Floorspar, one of the 6 generals of Grado, in the Zalabul Marsh. After taking a barrage of bolting magic and surviving a veritable storm of Pegasi, we were able to push through to the center of the swamp and bring her low. Now, we push on to the capital, Grado Keep. I don't think there are many, if any, changes that we need to make to our team at this time. There's no real grinding or anything that I'm planning on doing. I think we're just going to give this energy ring to Amelia, though, seeing as how she has become a solid frontliner for us. Pretty much just need to make sure that everyone's topped off for weapons if anything broke. Any staves. Actually, that's what we need. We need at least 2 restore staves. Beautiful. So, this chapter is infamous in my mind, specifically because of a propensity for throwing status effect staves at you, specifically Berserk staves, that you may remember I've had some issues with in the past in the LP, and I really don't feel like having to deal with here. So, we're going to make sure that we have 2 healers, both of whom have restore staves, and we're actually going to have a 3rd healer in La Rochelle. Why, you might ask? Well, you may remember that it's right about now that a certain roguish companion of hers showed up on Eirika's route in a chapter where we're storming a castle. That's right, Renais is going to be there, and as in the Eirika route, the only way to recruit him is with La Rochelle. So, we're going to have to run him down, metaphorically beat the snot out of him, get him to join our side, and all will be well. That's the one other thing that we need. We require an iron bow for Garrick. Well, Naimi, you have a short bow now, so you can go ahead and give that iron bow to Garrick. Sounds good? Sounds good. Because I don't feel like having to go back through where those monsters are and navigate around that issue. Also, this is the second to last chapter that we're going to be in Ephraim's route, so I think we're going to go ahead and just do a bunch of promoting. Sniper Naimi, come on in. I said that we weren't going to be doing a lot of, micromanaging and character stuff, but you know what? Maybe I was wrong, and that's okay. Beautiful. That strength alone is going to make a drastic difference for Naimi, so that's huge. What other stuff do we have? Guiding Ring, Hero Crest, Knight Crest, and an Ocean Seal. Well, we could promote Amelia, honestly. That's not a bad idea, actually. I think we're going to do that. This is, even though I know that I'm not saving this file to use for the rest of the LP after this, I'm still slightly disquieted at using all of these early promotes. It's just so, it goes so drastically against everything I do in Fire Emblem games. But hey, can't deny that these early stat ups are going to help a lot in the next couple of chapters. So, Paladin Amelia, everybody. I personally prefer Great Knight if I'm ever going to do Cavalier anything with Amelia, but, you know, for the LP, and also the greater move range is going to be a net benefit over the extra armor and stuff, so because she has to grow into that. Finally, I think we're going to toss this Hero Crest, nope, not the Talisman, this Hero Crest to Garcia, and then probably give Natasha our Guiding Ring. Now, nominally Garcia wants to be a warrior, but I've always kind of preferred Hero Garcia, and I don't know why. I think It might just be that he has slightly better speed as a hero, or at least that's my perception of it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Plus, having the addition of swords is a big deal. Yeah. Yep. Fixing pretty much all of his issues right there. Accuracy being chief among them with that sword. So, we need to make sure we get him a sword. Could take it from Colm. Or from Ford. Although I guess we can just buy him one. Yeah, we'll buy him one on the preparation screen. That's fine. If we decide to even use him. And then finally... Actually, no, we're not going to use the guiding ring on Natasha. No. We're going to use it on Lute. We're going to make her a mage knight. It's going to be great. Seeing as how specifically we aren't using Lute on the Eirika route. This is going to be good. This is going to be an interesting little showcase of how powerful pre-promoting can be. Or early promoting, I should say. Nice boosts to all of her stats. That extra constitution, which is huge for her. And then finally, we may as well have Ross join his father on their adventures in promotion with that ocean seal. And since we know the joys of Berserker Ross in the Eirika route, we'll go with Warrior here. Even though I hate it. I hate Warrior Ross with a burning passion. It has never gone well for me. But we only have to deal with it for a chapter or two. So, we'll live. Very good. Nice, actually, chunky boosts to his defensive stats. I never noticed that before. Very nice. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's go, shall we? Myrrh returned safely to Ephraim's side. A noble warrior to the end, Selena fought with great honor, never once using Myrrh as a hostage. Ephraim renews his vow to pierce the veil of mystery surrounding the Grado Empire. Selena is added to the list of innocents, who Grado must account for. I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a moral misnomer. She's not innocent. Like, she's still a Grado general, and still presumably has, in some form or fashion, the blood of her soldiers and of actual innocent civilians on her hands, just by the nature of her job. It doesn't mean that she's necessarily a bad person. We've seen that. She was a morally sound, honorable, loyal person. Loyal to a fault, unfortunately, but the list of people or casualties or something like that the Grado must account for, sure, I could buy that. But, I don't know, I wouldn't say she's an innocent, per se. The center of the Grado Empire, Emperor Vigarde, should have been here. But what could that mean? So ominous. Father and son. So we just walk up to the castle. Whoop! Didn't mean to skip that. What is happening? Why is this dialogue getting skipped right now? We good? Uh-huh. Well, okay. So basically all that was happening in that scene was showing the connection between Ephraim and Leon. I don't know why that happened, so my apologies. Maybe I'll see if I can find the dialogue and throw it in the description or something like that. For now, though, another tremor. They happen a lot, don't they? Are you alright, Ma? Yes, I was startled. Ephraim, this place, did it always shake like this? Yeah, Grado's been prone to earthquakes for a long time. Tiny tremors like that happen all the time. Don't worry. Really? Ephraim? What is it? I can feel it. From inside the castle, I can feel the darkness. I feel a broad pool of darkness deep within its walls. Perhaps it's coming from the throne room. That's what Emperor Vigade, the man who started this, is. Let's go. Father? Father, have we been foolish? When you died, I couldn't accept the loss. If only I'd been stronger. Your Majesty, enemy soldiers are headed this way. Oh, Prince. Hi. What's wrong? Why such an unusual expression on your face? I'd rather you didn't look upon me as though I were some horrid beast. I beg your pardon. Did you say we were under attack? I want all of you to strike the foe. Bring your weapons to bear on Ephraim. Is that acceptable, Father? Do as he says. Understood. Right away, Your Majesty. Command Grado, Emperor of Agade. Destroy Ephraim. Now, I have to admit, I can't recall if at any point prior to this we had confirmation that the Emperor was dead. So, we know from Eirika's route that he was necromantized, but if you're playing Ephraim's route for the first time, that might have been quite the twist right there. Now then, this is, as they say, a doozy whopper of a map. So we're going to have to be a little bit particular about how we get things set up and who we bring. And this is also by far going to be two episodes. It's just not happening otherwise. So, Grado Keep is quite the large castle with quite the retinue of soldiers. There's going to be reinforcements that appear from both sides here, Pac-Man style. Normal stuff that you might otherwise expect. There's treasure chests, thieves and rogues that try to take them, specifically Renais, who I believe spawns on the right and moves left, I think. Yeah, because there's stairs over here, so he starts on the right and tries to go across. So we have to intercept him that way. Not too many promoted units, thankfully, although some of these guys are fairly strong on their own. Myrmidons and mercenaries and stuff, we know what they do. They hit hard, they hit fast. The big thing is going to be these magic users. As I mentioned, they have status effect staves, silence on this bishop, sleep on this one, and the druids have berserk, which is obviously a big problem. And also, they're just level 5 druids, which is scary on its own. Beyond that, nothing too extraordinary. There is a secret shop, and if memory serves, it's right here next to this archer. So we could send Renais over there if we wanted. Probably won't worry about it here since we're about to be done with this chapter. Or this route chapter. Same difference. Most notably of all is the man of the hour himself, Vigade, who has just a spear and a knight crest, which is handy, and is beefy, to say the least. Remember when we were saying how Dussel was super impressive for being an armored unit who's a pre-promote, who comes in with luck and resistance and everything? Vigade does all that, but better. Plus, he's a knight. Or, a general. So, he can get the general's shield, the great shield, which just stops all damage, if we're unlucky. So that's a problem. Obviously, he can hit from range because of the spear, so we can't just pick at him with magic, which is a problem. And he's on a throne. That's giving him plus 3 defense and plus 30 avoid, which is a problem. So, 9 times out of 10, your winning strategy is just going to be running a frame at him with the Regan Life and praying. Doesn't always work. So, we'll have to see how things are looking once we get there. But that is a little bit later down the road. For now, we need to decide who we're bringing and where they're going. So, we have a bunch of promoted units now, and we're probably going to be using almost exclusively them as such. We are going to bring Lara Shell. She's probably going to go on the left-hand side to try and intercept Renais. I do think we're going to bring the brothers, well, the father and son, Axe. Naimi we might grab to accompany home, although that's not a guarantee just yet. We will bring Loot and Ardor for the magic damage. Honestly, Dussel and Amelia are coming. And I'm probably going to avoid Tana and Cormag here because there are a decent number of archers. We need Natasha and Mulder for the restore staves. And that leaves us with 1 slot. We could grab Ford. We could also grab Seth. I could bring you in if I wanted, but I mean, not super necessary at this point, especially because we already have a couple other magic users we're bringing. Actually, a number of magic users we're bringing. I might just take Colm and be done with it, although I'd want Naimi if I was doing that. You know, Garrett got a bunch of action. We'll bring Naimi just so that Colm has that extra little bit of support, which means we can actually take that bow back off of him for her. And Colm only has a couple uses of his lockpick left, so let's grab some keys just so we can be consistent on who's opening our doors for us. La Rochelle, you can also bring a key and some extra healing items for people. Loot. I want to have a staff on her, so we'll actually take this heal from La Rochelle, since La Rochelle can use the mend. Ross, we do want to have a bow on, so we'll just go ahead and scoop one up here for the premium price. Garcia, same thing. We want a sword on you, sir. And everyone else should pretty much be good, I think. Yeah. Alright, now, formation. We're definitely going to want to make sure our healers are spread out. Game, good lord. La Rochelle and Mulder, I think, can take the left, and we'll have Natasha over here on the right. I think we want Ross and Garcia together, which means we'll put Dussel over here on the right with Amelia. And yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Naimi can move up immediately and take out that mage, and then Ross and Garcia can kind of hold the line from there. Yeah, I think this puts us in a pretty good spot. Okay, well, we're going to save, so no further grinding from here, and let's go. Also, it was requested that we keep animations on, so since we're already going to be splitting this episode in twain anyway, I have no problem with that. Alright, team, let's roll out. We are going to have to worry about this Myrmidon, but I think Garcia should be able to handle that without too much issue, so we'll move Colm up to give Naimi the extra boost to her damage. Let's open fire. Nice, good dodge. And the unnecessary critical, woo! I could have potentially thrown the short bow on there, honestly, and tried to get that crit a little earlier. Didn't really think about it, not super vital, but if you're looking for super optimal runs, then you could try and go for that kind of a strat, just to proc extra criticals, give yourself a higher chance of it at any rate. Alright, we're ready to handle the front there. We have axe fighters over here, so I think that's an easy call. Send Amelia up, let her do her thing. It really is a shame that General is just a better pick for Amelia all around, because her Paladin sprite is awesome. Got the long hair, the sigiled shield, the sort of like visor helmet that she's got going on. The whole thing is just sick. But General is just unequivocally better for her, so I will brook no argument. So unfortunately, I at least never see it. That said, as with all things, Paladin's not a terrible choice for her. 9 times out of 10, whatever you make her, she'll be solid, but like, who wants to just be solid when you could be a god? Alright, bring it on. Hero Garcia, have at it. Notably not doubling, but not getting doubled either, which is more than Garcia can say when staring down Myrmidons most of the time. Good thing we gave her that energy ring, too, otherwise she wouldn't be one-rounding the soldier, so nice little bit of optimization there as well. And obviously, she's just going to crush these axe fighters. Like, it's just... There is not a snowball's chance in hell that these guys are going to be anything other than dead at her blade. Realistically, the argument could be said that Ross and Garcia would be better on the right, since there's more soldiers and axe fighters for them to deal with than sword wielders, but... Hey! Look who's here! Haha! Spectacular capital of Grado, richest city on the continent. With my expert eye, I judge this card to be incomparable treasure. Once this is all done, I think I'll just scamper off on my own. And hey, axe fighters and soldiers, woo, reinforcements, let's go. Alright, but yeah, normally you'd probably want to not have the axe bros slash father and son dealing with these sword users, but, I mean, it's Ross and Garcia, and not for nothing, we do have this sword slayer on Garcia as well, so he can just really chunk through some dudes. That said, I think we'll have Colm finish off the Myrmidon here. And I think I'd like to get that Sword Slayer on Ross, since Garcia at least has a sword of his own with which to duel the sword fighters. Just get a little bit of a chunk of damage in there. Yeah, so this is where the speed from these guys really starts to become a problem. We'll see if we get the crit. Nope, that's alright. And I think we just heal Garcia and we move Ross and Garcia up to hold the line. Yeah, with another Myrmidon coming down, I think the best play is just going to be to chunk this guy with the Sword Slayer. Which, as you can see, is just an absolutely busted weapon. Like, they already have Sword Reavers, which give you the weapon triangle advantage against swords when you're using this axe. But then also they decided, okay, that's cool and all, but what if we also had a Sword Slayer that did the same thing, but also did effective damage against sword wielders? Because... screw you, screw your sword, and screw everything you stand for, you dirty, dirty sword fighter, I suppose. It's just so brutally unnecessary, and I love it. Alright, I was a little concerned that we would get hit by the hand axe there, but so it goes. We'll have Natasha heal up, and we will have Amelia and Dussel move up to hold the line, and it'll be fine. See, not a thing to worry about. And we don't need Ephraim on this right side at the moment, so I think we'll just have him go and start clearing out those knights in front of the door, just so we can get access to the treasure. Obviously, he doesn't need the XP, but I mean, there's plenty of XP to go around on this map, so... Only 9 damage for Colm here. That is unfortunate. But he did get the double. Okay, never mind. I've mentioned this previously, but the Colm can absolutely be a second Myrmidon, but you need to watch and see, or well, even a third Myrmidon if you count Marissa. But you definitely need to check and make sure that he isn't getting strength screwed, because it can happen very easily, and it will neuter his effectiveness if he winds up taking too many hits in the strength department. Oh, look at that. Getting hit in and actually surviving the clapback from Amelia. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. You're a tanky lad, and I can respect that, even though you came out of that conflict with 1 HP. Hey, speaking of Sword Reavers, that really hurt. Oh my god. Alright. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. That is definitely where the issue can come in. Once the axe fighters have access to something that throws off your expectation of what your sword wielder will be able to deal with, they're really able to leverage that high strength and damage output that they have, and they can mess up your day way easier than you might expect. Very good, very good. Well done, Garcia. Renais doing the pilfering thing as he does. And more reinforcements. There you go. See, it's all fine, though. It all works out in the end. It's fine. We're fine. Now, how do I want to deal with these gentlemen? I think we just start hucking javelins, honestly. Oh! Nice, Ephraim. Very good. That's going to smooth things along a little bit for them. Or for you, I should say. We'll toss the axe reaver back to the convoy for now, I think. Okay, we'll let our mages clean up on this side. And then probably just have Amelia or Dussel sally forth down the hallway. And just deal with the reinforcements as they come. And we got the Sword Reaver. Very good. The question is, can either of them one-shot these guys? Can Dussel? No, he cannot. He can hurt them, though. He can hurt them badly. Patch Amelia up. Get a nice little level on Natasha. Very good. And even a level for Dussel. Very nice. And not a bad one either. Very good. HP, skill, and defense are all things that he needs, so good to see. Next turn, we're going to have to figure out how we want to deal with the knights guarding the door to the north. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And I mean, on this side, we don't even have to worry about too much because that guy only has a silence staff. The thing I'm really worried about is this druid with his berserk range. So he's got magic 20, and berserk calculates based off of half of your magic. So he's got a 10 square range with that. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we don't have to worry about it until we go through the door, so that's good at the very least. But it is something to consider as soon as we do try to go through said door. I think we have Naimi deal with the mercenary so that Combe can help hold against the absolute barrage of axe fighters. And we are going to need to toss him a heal as well. Lest he get a couple unlucky hits in on him and die. Also, we should check. I don't think the reinforcements normally come in with anything too untoward. Yeah, normal stuff for the most part. We do have this Myrmidon to worry about, but even that's not too big of a concern. I think we have Colm go here. Said he's still in the support range from Naimi. And then we can have Ross and Garcia move up and basically block off the rest of the hallway. Killer Axe seems reasonable enough. Unfortunately, not getting the crit, but so it goes. We'll go for the double here on the Steel Axe guy. Okay. Very good. Very good. And then really, I think we just have Mulder move up and blow up the Hand Axe guy rather than healing. Because at that point, Garcia only has to tank a guy with a hammer and this Myrmidon, and I think he should be more than able to do that. He's got 10 defense. This guy's doing 22 damage, so even if he got hit, that would only be 12. Plus another 17 there, so 7. Yeah, he'll be fine. And he's not going to... Well, will he get doubled, actually? No, he won't get doubled. Yeah, so that's fine. You can definitely see how even though we're promoted here technically, we're not at full power, so we do actually have to consider the risks of our units getting exploded. It's less of a risk for sure, thanks to the stat-ups that they got on promotion. Excuse you, sir. You're not allowed to dodge the mighty Dussel's lance. That's rude. Yeah, it's not nearly as much of a concern as it would otherwise be, but it's still a concern. Now, if you were at this point in the game and all of your units were fully leveled and then promoted... Oh, hey, I forgot about these guys. Ow! This could actually be a problem. This is actually a problem. I completely forgot about these soldiers. God damn it. Oh, boy. Garcia, you need to dodge. It shouldn't be hard to do. Ooh, okay. Woo! That was almost bad. This is exactly what I'm talking about. If Garcia had, like, what? We promoted him at 13, so 7 more levels under his belt and then promoted, it wouldn't be an issue at all. But as it stands, it is potentially a problem. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tension is suddenly high. I don't think... I was only able to get a glance at it, really. But I don't think that soldier can get within range of Garcia, and I think even if he does, I don't think he'll have the damage that he would need to kill him. With any luck, I'm right. On both counts. That is the danger with promoting early as well. I'm so used to my promoted units being an indicator of absolute godliness. Oh, he's got a javelin. Okay, that's fine. Okay, whew, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, since I'm so used to my promoted units just being unstoppable, at least at this point in the game, that I'm a little more lenient with them than I should be now. And it's potentially biting us. Potentially. Close. Not quite, but close. Alright. We'll get one more player phase in, and then I think we will call it for this episode. Very good. Thank you, Naimi. And Ross going to absolutely devastate this soldier, and then probably these knights. I don't think they've got anything special going on. Yeah, steel lances. They're done. Take a battle axe to him, Ross. Actually, well, that won't kill. Take a killer axe to him, Ross. Was really hoping for the crit there, but so it goes. I do love the warrior animations. It's just there's really, in my opinion, no good warrior candidate in Sacred Stones specifically. And this guy, we do have to worry about sleeping people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. He can't sleepy sheepy anyone from the current range. I think I might actually try and bait out some sleep casts with Colm, since we have the opportunity to do so here. We'll just let Ross and Garcia clean up the reinforcements, just so we don't have to worry about it at all. And let's see, it was 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These knights shouldn't move because they're guarding the door. They didn't move over here. Yeah, they could have gone after Amelia, but they didn't. So, damn it, now I have to recount again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that flagstone right there. Okay, very good. And now we're poised to fix things if they go terribly wrong. Just finish this guy off. Okay. We're just getting those guys cleared out preemptively because we are going to want to come down there with Renais at some point during the mission and get all of that cleaned up. So better to just get it out of the way now. Very good, very good. And then we have Amelia set up with Dussel and just start working on clearing these guys out. Fair enough. Not a threat at all that he got that hit. Just annoying. And if we're really lucky, Dussel and Amelia will even get a support. I'm pretty sure they have supports. Like, not... Yes. Yeah, Dussel, I think, trains her on how to use her lance. Are we doing Dussel and Amelia supports in the Eirika route? I don't remember anymore. Clean up the shaman. And that's pretty much that for this turn. Don't really have anything else we need to do with Natasha, so we'll just have her use a barrier for the sake of the XP. And here we go. Let's see if there's anything untoward that I somehow managed to miss. These knights with these 34% hit rates with these steel lances are really being very rude. Thank you. Clearing house, making progress. Very good. Very, very good. Interesting that they choose to go for Dussel. I'm guessing because he doesn't have a 100% chance to hit, whereas Amelia does. So, of the two, it's the nominally safer option for them. Even though he just chunks them. God. Thank you, Ephraim. And Renais continues his merry journey. That is a high chance to sleep. God damn. Well, this is why we start baiting it out now. Hey, and he dodged it anyway. Don't even need to use a restore. Beautiful. Alright, and I think that's where we're going to call this one here. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. When we come back next time, we're going to finish Grado Keep. So, until that time, if you know someone that you think would enjoy this series or any of my other series, if you could shoot them a link, I very much appreciate that. Until the next time, though, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other. Bye now.